Welcome, Satnam, I'm Yitsuko, and this is this is an exploration on this practice. An exploration on this practice. That's it. All right. Let's bring our hands into prayer pose, settle in, close your eyes. We'll tune in with Om Namo Gurudev Namo, activating the divine within yourself and within the universe to guide you through the practice. That's the intention. Here we go. Inhale. Let's begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And Ad Gurudev for protection and guidance and to help alleviate self-doubt. Ad Gurudev, Jagat Gurudev, Sat Gurudev, Siddha Gurudev Namo. Ad Gurudev, Jagat Gurudev, Sat Gurudev, Siddha Gurudev Namo. Ad Gurudev, Jagat Gurudev, Sat Gurudev, Siddha Gurudev Namo. Take an inhale, expand, lift the heart. Exhale, soften. It's always great to start a practice with a breath exercise. So this one can be done starting from 3 minutes to 5 minutes. This could actually be a meditation that you do every day. It's called the heart folding meditation, and this meditation helps to clear the subconscious. You'll interlace your hands so that the fingers are outside on the back of the palms and the thumbs are crossing. My understanding is when the thumbs cross, it neutralizes the brain, neutralizes your ego. So bring the biceps next to the body, roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. I really recommend pressing into the seat and lifting the heart, just really creating a light, nice, long passageway for your spine. And all you'll do is inhale, suspend your breath for 45 to 60 seconds, and mentally in your mind during that breath suspension chanting Hud, Hud, Hud. And HAR translates into the seed, the potential, possibility. So here we go. Close the eyes, focus on the third eye. Inhale and begin, suspend the breath and chant Hud. wherever your final exhale is. Inhale, suspend the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. And settle in. Feel free to close your eyes, maybe bring your hands into Gyan Mudra, tip of the thumb to the tip of the pointer finger, and soften the breath and soften the body. Notice what you notice in your stillness. Keep the heart over the seat and the head over the heart space. Inhale, expand from the belly to the lungs, lift the heart. Exhale, soften. Okay, so based on time, I don't know about you, but I have to be at work, and also my plan of doing this video, I planned to get started like an hour ago. So I am really behind on schedule. We will not do a warm-up, so if you need to pause and do a warm-up, feel free to do a warm-up. Otherwise, we'll do this set. And this set is called The Brain Doctor. And this set, it's in a section of this book called Transformation, Mastering the Self, 91 Transformational Kriyas and Meditations, Volume 1. And this is from a book of Kundalini Yoga as taught by Yogi Bhajan. So The Brain Doctor. You can bring your legs into cross-legged position. It is stated in the book to be in lotus, but cross-legged position, find where you are in your practice with your body, and we're just going in that direction. That's going in the direction of the recommended poses. Bring your hands next to your hips, and you'll lift the hips up and lower down. Lift the hips up and lower down, and that's it. So you're getting the whole body up and you're dropping down. I'll do this set half time, just based on time, and hopefully you enjoy this experience. Okay, let's begin. And go. Oh, we also need to do the breath of fire with this. Breath of fire, you'll inhale, expand the belly, exhale, belly goes into the spine. I'm feeling like throughout this practice that I need to not explain all of the things, because that's what I like to do. I like to talk a lot, and let's get to work. Breath of fire, hands next to the hips. You'll lift the entire body up and lower down. If you're in regular cross-legged position, you'll just lift up and lower down. We're working on the spine, shaking out the heart space. You'll get a nice little sweat, building a little tension in the biceps. Okay, get into your lotus position. This is not usually in my practice either, but here we go. Lift up, lower down, and let's begin. All right, really, breath of fire, close your mouth. Let's go. So that breath of fire, you want to feel a navel pulse. You also don't want to do the breath of fire if you're on your first 3 days of your moon cycle or you're pregnant. Here we go. Another great benefit to doing this half time is obviously I am not strong enough yet to do this. Here we go. Keep going. We have 30 seconds. Five seconds. And deeply inhale, expand belly and lungs, lift the heart. Exhale and soften. Feel free to uncross your legs or just sit in easy pose, which is just a cross-legged position. And hands are in Gyan Mudra, tip of the thumb to the tip of the pointer finger. Feel free to close the eyes. Notice what you notice. Lift the heart, create space for your body. Continue to keep the eyes closed and focused on the third eye. Soften through the jaw and the throat space and the heart. Inhale, expand belly and expand the lungs. Feel free to keep the eyes closed and focused on the third eye. Exhale and soften. All right, so the next exercise, you'll bring yourself onto your belly. Onto your belly, you'll interlace your hands. All right, maybe I'll go towards the gifts. I just want to lay down. All right, you'll interlace your hands behind your body. Lift the heart on the inhale. Exhale, lower down. You'll keep the rest of your body on the mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. All right, here we go. Here we are. All right, let's inhale, lift up one more time. Just hold, hold, hold. Exhale, lower down. Feel free to release the arms. You can turn your head to one side and completely relax and let go, or you can cross your forearms and let your forehead rest on your forearms. And you'll just settle here. Let the entire body relax and release. Notice what you notice. And take a nice inhale and expand belly and the lungs. Lift the heart. Lift the heart away from the pelvis. Exhale and soften. We'll revisit the same posture. You'll interlace the hands behind the back of the body. You'll inhale and lift the heart up and the arms up and more down, because you'll kick your glutes with your heels. So you'll inhale, kick. That's one. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. Last one. And exhale, again, release the arms. Maybe turn your head to the other side or cross the forearms at the top of the mat and settle and soften. And try to let go of your attention to your body and your breath and sink into the earth and possibly expand into the air around you. Take an inhale and expand. Expand belly and the lungs. Exhale and soften. Place your hands on the mat. Lift yourself up in whatever manner suits you and supports you. I'm going to kind of stretch out in a little child's pose. Just reversing all of that reversing the spine. Okay, you'll bring yourself onto your back. You'll interlace your hands and place them on the navel. You'll lift, your legs will be up towards the ceiling, and you'll lift the hips up and lower down. That was gross, but here we go. Hands are interlaced on your belly. You'll lift the hips up towards the sky and lower down. And let's begin. And you'll inhale up, exhale, lower down. That was it. All right, we'll do one more. Just inhale, lift up, and then exhale, release. Feel free to hug the knees into the chest. And then let your body completely relax on the mat. Maybe the heart, you're bringing the shoulder blades under the heart space to help open up the heart. And maybe shake the body out and fall into stillness. Let your mind soften. Let your thoughts soften. Let your whole body just kind of melt into the earth. And just be. Be in stillness and receive any noticing. Draw your awareness back to your belly and take an inhale. Feel free to keep the eyes closed. Inhale, expand the belly and expand the lungs. Feel into your body and then exhale. My spine is like holding on there. Grab your knees if you like. Rotate left and right. You can now from here, as we'll bring ourselves to seated, rock yourself up and down your spine and bring yourself to seated. Or you can roll to one side and push yourself up. I said seated, but we will bring ourselves onto our feet. This one, I think I need to pause the video to change the perspective. Maybe I won't pause. Maybe I'll just trust and hope that this will work when I shift the camera. Shifting camera. Camera shifting. There's all my stuff. I'll tip this up. Hopefully you'll get to see this whole action here. You'll go down into a squat, bring yourself up to stand, and you'll clap your hands overhead. Go down into a squat, you're clapping in front of the heart and overhead. Let's begin. This is the inhale and this is the exhale. And last one. All right. Take an inhale, expand. Exhale, soften. Feel free to bring yourself into a cross-legged position. Hands in Gyan Mudra. And settle and rest. Have the heart lifted. Maybe sitting on a block helps to lift the hips up to support your spine to stay nice and lifted. Otherwise, just sit here, stay with your breath, and just ride the waves of your breath. While you do that, I will adjust the camera, but keep your eyes closed and focused on your third eye. We'll keep going. Feel free to take an inhale and an exhale. The next exercise, your arms are out in a T. You'll flap your arms up and down 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then you'll touch the earth. 1, 2, 3, then it's overhead. 1, 2, 3, and then it's in front. 1, 2, 3, and then it's behind your body. Okay. You can start just by doing the movement, and then we'll add in the mantra. Hud, hud, hud. So that's 3 huds, and you'll draw your navel in. For some reason, I always think as if you're getting kicked in the stomach, just so that you know, with exaggeration, that the belly is going in towards the spine and, going up towards the heart. Hud, hud, hud. Hud translates into, it kind of represents the beginning, the seed, potential, possibility. Like in any seed, like a tree, all of the information from this little seed grows into the tree or the flower or the grass or a little baby. Okay, so arms are and the last one is Huddy. Huddy means completion. So it's the cycle. Hud is the beginning, seed potential, and Huddy is completion. Hud, 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 huddy, down to the earth. Flap your arms 3 times. Hud, 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 huddy, overhead, clap your hands. And we're activating the hands. This is called the brain doctor. It's not Kriya, but it just says brain doctor. But it's a brain doctor Kriya, so it's working on the mind. And whenever we're using our hands, we're working on the brain. So hud, 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 huddy, overhead, hud, 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 huddy in front, hud, 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 huddy, and behind. Okay, let's do this. Totally working on the brain. Out to the side, maybe roll your shoulders forward, up, back, and down, really opening up the front of your heart space. And let's begin. Hud, 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 huddy, 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 hud, hud, hud. Last round. Hud, 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 huddy, hud, 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 huddy, hud, 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 huddy. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, lift, press into the seat, lengthen, lift through the heart space. Exhale, bring the wrists to the knees, hands in Gyan Mudra. Feel free to close the eyes. Notice the energetics within your body. Settle in, soften. Feel free to draw your awareness back to your belly. Take an inhale, expand the belly, lift through the heart, expand the ribs, lift, lift, and hold. Lengthen, pull the root lock, so the mula bandh, rectum, sex organs, navel inward and upward, hold tight, squeeze, connect with the spine, tighten the spine, pull the chin back, hold tight, squeeze. Squeeze with all of your might. Notice the inner stillness in your body. Notice. Exhale and soften. All right, so you can bring yourself onto your back and take a nice relaxation. So maybe just push a pause. I'm not going to do that for this session right now. I have to go to work. I have to go to work. So push pause and then unpause, and we'll do a meditation that I've been doing for off and on, trying to be consistent. So hence why I'm starting these videos. Like, at least I can be consistent somewhere other than being a mom. Okay, and maybe not even that. Okay. Just, silliness. Okay, so hopefully you push pause and we'll bring yourself back. Hands will be in Gyan Mudra. We'll start in Gyan Mudra. You'll cycle through the fingertips. This helps to balance out the elements, earth, water, fire, air, and ether space. Tip of thumb, tip of pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky. Pointer finger represents air, middle. Wait, let's go in reverse so I can remember. Pinky's water, ring finger's fire, middle finger is air, and pointer finger is space, possibility, potential. Your thumbs represent the earth element, ego. There's different points of finger, we're just gonna move on. That's what we're doing. There's other forms that they say different elements for different fingertips, but this really works for me. And you find what works for you. So we're cycling through the fingertips. You're chanting sa, and you're drawing it into the top of the head and projecting out. This is just a visual projection, drawing it in and projecting out your third eye. Sa, and then ta, which represents birth. Na, death, like negating. Ma, like the mother, rebirth, and transformation. So it's this L form, sa, ta, na, ma. You'll chant first out loud, and that kind of represents like the substantial things, the things that you can touch. The other, we start in a whisper, and the whisper and the out loud are the same duration. And the whisper kind of represents the beloved, the whisper of the soul, the whisper to your sweetheart. So that's kind of like a whisper into your heart space. Another one is then you'll do it silently. And the silent is the same length as the out loud and the whisper together. And then you'll cycle it back to the whisper and then the out loud. I wish I knew all of the aspects and elements of the meditation, hence why I think I really doubt, like, what am I doing? Does this really work? But it does. It does. Anytime I feel like I do a meditation, everything seems to go smoother. I think it's just kind of like a brain reset. And that's why I really love Kundalini yoga. Well, the practices that have been represented and I've experienced through this practice, because it's a brain reset. And I think for me, my mind goes in a flutter. If you haven't noticed, my mind goes in a flutter, and doing these practices really helps to kind of create a little grounding and stability. Hence why I'm doing these videos, hoping to create a little more consistency. Not only maybe for you, you'll get to experience some consistency, and then I'll experience some consistency by me doing this all of the time, that we'll grow together. We'll experience how this practice really works for ourselves. Okay, Satanama, out loud, quiet, out loud, whisper, quiet, whisper, out loud. And you can do it however long you'd like. You can do it for 3 minutes. So, proportion it just right. Cycle it. Maybe you're doing 5 rounds or 20 rounds, and then you'll do 40 rounds in the middle. And if that makes sense. Okay, hands are in Gyan Mudra. I like to over-explain. Because I kind of want you to really feel, that's how I understand it, just through kind of like, what am I doing? What am I doing? And maybe that's not how you work, and that's totally fine. So find what really resonates with you when you're doing any practice. But I find with this practice, it really helped me to explore other practices with more of an inner knowing. Okay. No more explanation. Let's begin. Take an inhale, expand. Satanama, 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 Sata. Satanama, 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 Exhale. Inhale, expand and hold. Lift the heart. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, expand, lift the heart, hold. Exhale. All right, so that meditation, which I forgot to mention, is called the Kirtan Kriya. I wish off the top of my head I could remember what it's for, but I will bring that in when I do this again. Hopefully I'll do it tomorrow. Same one, same exercise, same meditation. We'll see. But if you enjoyed this, feel free to watch it again. Feel free to just segment and do just the breath exercise alone and use that as a meditation for the rest of your life, for this month, whatever resonates with you. Feel free to do the set every day if you like for 40 days. You can just do the set. That's it. Or you can just do the meditation at the end. You can start with 3 minutes. Can you do that for 3 minutes? Whatever we did it for, I think it was like 6 minutes. And you can build up to, half an hour, a full hour, 2.5 hours. The longer you do a meditation, the more that it works on different elements of your body. Because it's kind of, I feel like it's kind of like Rubik's Cube. Now, I don't know if it's like Rubik's Cube, but like a game, once you pass a certain level, then you unlock certain levels. And that's what it is. You keep unlocking, and then it kind of solidifies energetically in your body. And the more that you do it, the more that it solidifies in your body. Hence a kind of catch-22 experience of doing these practices daily, consistently, which will also ripple throughout the rest of your daily experiences, because if you can commit to doing just this, then what else can you commit your time to? Hopefully you found this very beneficial. I did, and hopefully you do. But all right, that's enough. Talk to you later. Many blessings. Enjoy the rest of your day. Sat Nam.